Hi guys, welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. It's the crystal channel day today, so I'm making a very special video on the new crystals that I've just finished working with. They're kind of like something that I haven't actually seen many healers work with, and the reason why is because they can be a little bit challenging to the neck. And what I'm talking about is palm crystals. So basically they're for healers, and they work with this crystal around their neck, and they take it off and work with it on their clients. And the size of the crystal is slightly bigger than what you would normally wear as a pendant. Now, don't get me wrong here at all. Any size crystal you can work on equally as well. But for me, I don't know why, I just felt like I wanted a bigger crystal in my hand and to lay that crystal around the client. And all of a sudden, I remember having a very beautiful piece of amethyst that I worked with for a long time. And amethyst, then I saw a Super 7, and they were kind of big pieces. And then from there, I went on to a very, very special piece of pyrite with I think it had hematite in. And then from there, I went on and then I had a selection of like 8 or 9 that I'd work with, of course, my little crystals and my Moldavites and all the tektites. So my room was basically filled with different size and shape crystals. And you will, if you've ever come to a pure energy healing course, or you've ever had a healing with me, you may have woken up and found the most massive blue lace agate next to you, or something around your head, or something down by your feet, because crystals work in such a beautiful way with a healing flow that we work with from the universe. That's the pure energy healing way. But you don't always need a crystal. It just depends how you're feeling. So what I decided to do a while ago, you probably saw me in Bali, and I was showing you some of the hand crystals that I was working on. So what I did, and I've got a few here now, so they're basically up and ready for the website, and they're pretty big. So it gives you an idea here. So here's the hand, and here's a beautiful fluorite, and I would be grabbing it like this, so it would hang very beautiful like this. And to be honest, you don't want to be wearing it all day, because it will, it will drag your neck down. So you'll be using it on clients for maybe an hour, and it would hang fairly low down. This is how I would work. It would hang roughly round about where my belly button is. And as I'm doing the healing work, it would be kind of over the client, right? So as it's hanging over from the string, you can then hold that crystal or lay it on the client. You can quickly take it off your head, and then you can work with it like this one. I think I shared this one with you a few days ago. This is, I think, a Lemurian quartz. And again, this hanging from you, and then you can do the work, cleansing and healing and clearing away blocks at certain places with the pointer. So I'll just take another one out and give you an idea of how I work with them. Let's have a look. There's some beauties here. Okay, so let's take this one out. Palm 12. Okay, so come a bit closer. Okay, so here we have what I call a palm crystal. It's a beautiful size, and it fits perfectly in the palm. So what you've got here is a very, very special piece of tektite. It's been polished, which is really beautiful and feels nice as well. And then you've got a big piece of Moldavite and a very beautiful, big and clear piece of Herkimer diamond. This is the trios that I work with and I love at the moment, and people are really getting benefits from these three together. So as it hangs around the neck, let me just grab something here. I'll just place this on I normally use string, but because I was at one of the big shows, I thought I'd buy a few of these, which are fairly long, as you can see. So around the neck, and as you can see, belly buttons here, so it's not a bad place, okay? So this crystal, if you are a healer or if you are somebody who loves to heal people and you just want something a little bit more special in your hand, you would work with something as big as this. You'd place it in either the left or right hand, and the other hand, which is free, you would use for the healing work. So the purpose of doing it this way is you receive from the top of your head, which a lot of people call it the crown chakra. The energy runs through and then goes into the hand. Also, the energy runs through your hand, so you're receiving the energy from spirit, you're also blasting it out. So it's going into the crystal and it's going through your hand onto your client. Does that make sense? So you imagine the energy pouring through here, through all of your body. But if you're holding the crystal, you're receiving that very energy that your client or your friend or your brother, sister, mother, whoever you're doing the healing work, your child, is receiving that energy. As you are giving the healing like this, okay, I sometimes, a lot of people see me doing this, so I'll have it here with my heart. The reason why is because I'm receiving the energy, it's going into the crystal, and the same energy is going straight into the heart. The heart is for me, the pinnacle of healing myself. If you strengthen the heart, you strengthen the whole of your body and your life force. So as you're doing the healing work and you're hovering over, we call it scanning. We're just scanning until all of a sudden we feel a certain feeling which is slightly different from any other feeling. That is an indication that there is something that needs to be fixed there. So you would kind of keep your hand there for a while and just see what happens. Your tingling of hand might get hotter, or strange feelings or wonderful feelings, powerful feelings. Many different feelings can happen, and many different actual physical feelings happen as well as emotions. So it's beautiful. So as I'm healing, and after 1 hour of thinking, you know what, I need to take this off now and lay this at a certain part of the body. So I may go to the heart of my client and lay that down on the heart. Now what you've got is an energized crystal that has received the same energy work, the same healing work as this hand as you were giving to the client. But for some reason now you feel the urge, or for some reason, to take it off and lay that crystal somewhere else on your client's body or your family's body that you're working on. Follow that instinct, follow that feeling, place that crystal there. And often what I'll do is with the left hand, then I would scan again and feel until I get that feeling that, you know what, this is where I need to be. And then this hand would go again on top of the crystal just to start with. And then I would start to feel the energy, and then my right hand may move away and then go to another part of the body, which could be the head, it could be the side of the head, it could be the throat. But now what you've got, which is so beautiful if you think about this, within that hour of giving that beautiful, pure energy healing into the crystal is now vibrating at such a healing power, energy, vibration, that once you lay that down on a certain part of the body, the healing work is taking place as if your hand is there. So you can literally have 3 hands working at once. That was my natural instinct. It became organic in my healing work. And then, of course, you can take other crystals and place them on the body too, the forehead, anywhere like that. You go with the flow, you work with that, and now all of a sudden, at the end of it, when you've finished and your client's finished and they get up, this crystal has now had 1 hour or 1 hour and a half of a certain energy that is now the memory of this crystal forevermore, which means that this beautiful crystal now has now got extra energy to be able to help more clients. So what you would do with that is keep working with different clients or whatever And if it comes at a point or a time that you want to gift it to somebody, which I often did, then you know that the energy within this crystal, or crystals as what you see here, the trio, is going to be exactly what they need, because there are many a times that no matter how big or small the crystal is, they just need to be gifted. And if you know anything about an open heart and a loving and kind and caring soul, that you probably are, then monetary value means nothing in the spirit world. It just means to give, because whatever is within that crystal is going to heal them. There are times that I often let people borrow a crystal, but it was never necessary to have that crystal back. It was like, you know what? Do you like it? Oh, Mark, you wouldn't believe. Keep it. It's yours. So for me, I'm just more of a gifter when it comes to, I know spirit needs that client to have it for a reason. And thus I became a pure energy healer. And from that point, I started working with crystals more and more and more. And then in 16 years, I created all of these crystals on my website, which are fully packed with that kind of energy. And some of my crystals are without a doubt 16 years old on my website. So it's beautiful to know that the day when you're ready, when you need this crystal, you can always grab it whenever you're working with that crystal. And it doesn't matter how many years, crystals are always brand new. They're never old, they're never antique, they're always new. That's the beautiful thing about crystals. So I hope this serves you well. I hope that you may go down to your local store, and one of the things you can do is you can put them into kind of like a netting if you haven't got anything like this to mount them with. Or another good thing to do is, if you've seen a big crystal that you like in a gem shop, a crystal shop, your local crystal shop, ask them, do you know anybody who could mount it? So like all of these which have been mounted, I think this is why I love my mounters, my beautiful crystal jewelers. They mount them in such a gorgeous way that, as you can see, it doesn't interfere at all with the crystal itself. It's mounted so beautiful and hangs gorgeous. See that beautiful? So, you know, take a leaf out of my book, go down to your jewelers and show them this video or show them my website and see if they can replica some of my big crystals on exactly the same way. A lot of jewelers want to overpower the crystal and show off their amazing work, which you can totally understand. But actually what you ask for is simplicity, a small holder. You know, the design has to be very small, not too much silver to overshadow the crystal, because you're working with a crystal. So a lot of people also use types of rope around. I'm not too fond of, obviously, leather. But people also do that as well. So whatever feels right for you, it doesn't matter. Whatever feels right for you, at the end of the day, it's what's important. So if you are somebody who wants to become a healer, if you're somebody who works as, say, a part-time healer, in the sense that, oh yeah, I heal at home, I heal my children, I heal my friends, and even though you've never been for a healing course, or you don't know much about it, you just know you're a natural healer, then give this a try. Give these palm crystals a try, because you'll be surprised how you'll get so connected to it, and it becomes your best friend, that whenever you do a healing session, it's like you can't live without it, you can't do without it, you need it. And that's a wonderful thing as well. So remember what I said, guys. Don't always think that well, I need a big crystal. You can use a small crystal in the same way, but this is just an introduction into my big palm healing healers crystals. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, till tomorrow, have a great day. And once again, thank you so much, everybody. I've had a massive response of people coming to Toronto to come and participate on a 4-day pure energy healing course, which I'm overjoyed with. And we're absolutely nearly full in Spain. So it's been such an incredible response. I'm overjoyed. But I promise you, it's going to be the most beautiful, spiritual, enlightening, and just heart blowing 4 days of our lives, because in them 4 days what we will experience and feel is going to be the most beautiful, divine 4 days of our life. It always is. It's always beautiful. So I hope to see you in either Toronto, which will be in, I think, June the 11th, and April. I think it's April, and June is Europe in Spain. So I do know that that Toronto is going to be a long Easter weekend, so that's going to be good for you guys who are working full time. So we did that purposely. So the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th of April in Toronto, and the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th in the Costa del Sol, in a beautiful mountain. That's really special. It's going to be they're both beautiful places. So I hope to see you there, guys. We've got so many people coming from around the world. It's blowing me out of this world. I'm so overjoyed, and I will give you 110% of my understanding, experience and love, and I will do my best to activate all your beautiful senses to be the most amazing pure energy healer that you already are. Take care, guys. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.